besties, welcome to another video. This is our first time filming a fresh video in 2026. Sorry it took so long, but just life has been lifing. But we are in this peace with God and ourselves. We have goals that we are actively working towards, and we're gonna get all into that because today just showed me that just means missing out on some things, and I'm okay with because I have bigger goals for me. But before we get into all that, hi, my name is Jalyn. If you're new, I go by Jalyn Marie. I am a sophomore at Arizona State University online, living with my aunt, which I call home. I film lifestyle videos, talking videos, and just like montages and stuff. This is a chill, quiet corner of the internet that is not aesthetic. Today we are going to be going over my 2026 vision board and how I'm planning to go up in the way that I want to. So I'm going to share all of that, especially I have a lot of things that I'm actively working towards. I'm excited because this year just feels different. This feels like it's going to be my year, and I'm super excited for that. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to get to 200 by the end of January. We are 4 subscribers away, so I think 3 now. So make sure you subscribe, share. I want to reach everybody that I can. Make sure you follow me on all my other social media platforms. I'm very active on TikTok, and I'm going to start being more active on Lemonade and Instagram. In the description box, I have all those social media platforms. I have digital products, and I just have discount codes for you guys to use for bubble skincare. In case if you guys want a super cute case that it's not too expensive, use that discount code. And now we're going to get straight into the video. I do have my laptop here for reference because I want to make sure that I'm hitting everything. I take little notes of things that I actually want to say, and then also things I want to talk about. So first, we are going to be working on improving my GPA. My first semester of online college was rough because I was truly slacking off. I was not reading the material. I was guessing through the tests, and last semester I got my lowest test score ever. Thank God, by the grace of God, I passed because I did not deserve it. So this year we're going to actually learn the material. No more skimming the book. We're going to take notes and review them. We're actually going to study, and school has to come before my job. I did cut my hours at my job, so I will no longer be a seasonal worker. I'm going to be a part-time worker working 25 hours a week. But that's way better than my 32 or 40 because I need to focus on school. I'm not trying to work at Target for the rest of my life. I'm trying to get a degree, get some experience I'm going to use. I'm going to study the material. I'm going to go back over notes. I'm going to make sure if I have to memorize terms, I'm going to use Quizlet. And I want to make study guides. So I actually want to study this year. And I'm going to be doing all my schoolwork to the best of my ability. No more just logging it into ChatGPT. I'm going to sit down and use my knowledge, what I study. And I should overall be doing better. Also, along with school, I want to change up my study location. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, so like smoothie king and stuff like that. Even like coffee places have like food. I just want to try, even if it's sitting at McDonald's, I want to try switching up my location so I'm not always stuck in this room at this desk. So I'm also going to sit there and try and find some new study locations. So if you're in like the Maryville area of Indiana, I live in Indiana, so there's no more places to go. I'm not going all the way to the city. It's close, but it's not that close. I don't have a car right now. We're going to talk about that later. So I just want, let me know if you guys know any study locations or places I can even just look up to find somewhere new to switch up my location every now and then. I'm also going to apologize if you guys do hear the dogs. There's 4 of them, and they are so obnoxious during the day. But I still want to film a video for you guys, so you may hear them. I'm going to try my best to edit them out and cut the video, but I got to film this video. My next thing is we're going to be saving money and having a better financial situation. Especially having a seasonal job, with being around Christmas, and then 2 of my cousins has birthdays in January. We're going on a little Disney on Ice trip, so I have to have money for that. February, I'm doing a Valentine's brunch for all 3 of the littles, and maybe Gabby. Gabby has just been so rude lately, and I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about her, but I'm just not going to include her because I need her to learn respect first. So there's right now 3 of the littles, and then I'm doing Easter baskets in April. It's just one thing after the next, but after February, things should calm down. But I want to plan every paycheck. I want to plan it with intention. I want to save more than I spend. I'm saving 20% of my income every single time, and I'm not touching my savings. As of right now, my savings, I'm thinking, is going towards a car. So we'll talk more about that literally after I finish this topic because that's what's next. But I've been doing a really good job of building my savings and leaving it alone. I want to leave room for me to grow and learn. So obviously I'm learning like these months. I'm spending a lot more because I'm a huge gift giver and quality time. So literally next week I'm taking my younger cousin Ariella. She's turning 4. I'm taking her shopping to do everything she wants. So it's going to be heavy. But I have to realize I would rather spend that money on her than buying junk for me. So I want to give myself room to grow and learn. And then I also want to give every dollar like a plan. So this dollar is going towards paying my student loan. This dollar is going towards shopping. I need some money. One of my goals this year is to redo my wardrobe. Going towards that. Travel. All that stuff. So I'm going to give every dollar a job. Sort of going along with that is I either want to buy a car or move out and get an apartment. So I have those are big goals, but I have big plans and dreams. These are things that I want, and I realize even though I'm huge on self-doubt and I need to stop on the fact that I think these things can't happen for me. But if I plan my paycheck well, I'm praying, being a good stewardship, there's no reason that I can't have these things. So I need my own transportation to get to and from work and just errands. It's kind of frustrating sometimes to always have to I feel bad. I was asking someone for a ride to like Burlington. So I have been looking at cars. I am in the process of thinking by summer I would like to have one. With my job, even cutting hours, I can still afford it. It's just insurance-wise, adding that on may push me over. So I'm going to work on that, see what I need to do. I would love to have a second form of income, like on social media. So with that, I want to be working on that heavily this year. And then it's time for me to move out and grow in a new space. I'm super grateful that my aunt lets me live here. But I know that it's time for me to grow up and I need that independence. And I think a car and then an apartment will help me get that next step. Next, we're going to talk about my spiritual goal. My spiritual goal for this year is just to learn more of God's word. Last year, I did a great job of making sure I'm reading his word daily. I don't want to say every day was perfect, but I was definitely in his word more than I've ever been in my entire life. But I want to do more than just read his word. I want to remember, so my actual goal is to memorize a verse each month. This month, I'm doing James 1:19. I have it taped up on my important papers board. It is, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath." And every day I'm reciting that verse, and I'm going to do it over and over and over again because that's the verse I want to learn this month. So by the end of the year, I should have 12 meaningful verses that truly relate to my life. And I feel like that relates because I'm a very angry person. I was taught to be quiet, so I bottle things up, and then my mind is just filled with all these angry thoughts. I just want to be a more peaceful person and easier to talk to. So that's my verse for the month. And I want to take these verses with me, not just memorize them so I can be like, oh, I know a verse. Like, I don't care. I want to know it so that it helps me. I also, in prayer, want to just have real talks with God. I want to spend more time in my prayer and stop just quick doing it just so I can say I can pray. I want to actually spend some meaningful conversation with him. And I want to be more open in talking to him about any and everything. Like right now, something that's heavy on me is my aunt said for now on for Christmas and birthdays, she's no longer doing gifts, which fine. I feel like my family doesn't really know me and I feel bad being ungrateful for gifts, but it sucks getting gifts. I'm a minimalist. I don't like clutter. So it sucks when you're getting things you know you're not going to use, but you want to say thank you and accept them because they thought it. It was the thought that counts, but it's like, sometimes it's frustrating just because I'm a gift giver and I'm paying attention. I'm getting things people talk about, so it kind of sucks, but this Christmas, I think I cried like 5 times. I opened my gifts in my room by myself this year. And so her not getting gifts, like fine, whatever. I don't really care about people. I prefer people didn't give me gifts and I just buy stuff on my own anyway. But she said her gifts were going to be more experience. So this summer she wanted to go to Hawaii. And she said, at first she had just said she was going to pay for the trip. So like the rooms, and I thought that would include the plane and then we would pay for our activities and food. Great. And then next year she wants to take the littles on a Disney cruise, and she was like, I'm going to pay for the cruise and the room. Great, once again, because food is included. I'll just pay for my activities and the souvenir and shopping. That's fine. I asked her today because she sent us the plane ticket prices. And I was like, why would she send us that? We're going to Hawaii. That's between $700 and $900. That's a whole paycheck for me. And so I went to talk to her. I go, you were talking about for the gifts, what does that include? That does not, she's just going to pay for the rooms, which she had already been doing. So that means I would have to send $900 for the flight. Any activities they decide to do, like let's say we were going to Disney World, I would pay for the flight, pay for my Disney. And I know she doesn't have to, but my thing was, what was the gift then? Because I don't think in my mind, she has this big job. I'm working a part-time job at Target. And I get she's not my parent, but at the same time, it's just me personally. I can't Could I scrape money together and hate it? Yes. I don't want to. I have more important things. So I want to make sure that I'm talking to God about stuff that bothers me like that. Like, I'm allowed to feel upset, but I also have to be reasonable. I'm an adult now. You know, parent, it's just, it really sucks when you when you finally realize, like, oh, you're really getting cut. Like, it's time to get cut off. So this year I want to work on that. I want to talk to God about that. And then as far as getting, like, cut off, that's why I want my car and be able to move out, because I think this is the step towards independence that I need. And I need to just start preparing myself a little bit better for the fact that it is time for me to get that big girl life, because unfortunately we all don't get as long with our parents and family as we would like to. Some point they decide that they're done, and I think that's where she's headed. So she got 2 new kids, so, you know, me and my sister, it's time to go, and it sucks. But I want to make sure that I'm talking to God about those things, because it does bother me, and I have no one else to talk to this stuff about, because obviously everyone's going to be, oh yeah, it's time to get cut off, and I understand that. But it's nice to just have, I think, somebody to validate your feelings. And even if God doesn't validate my feelings, I could be wrong about my feelings. I want to be able to just talk to him about it, and maybe talking about it will help me. So we're definitely going to be spending more time in prayer and talking about real things. For my physical health journey, I did a great job last year of, like, after summer, realizing how much weight I gained, and I have lost 20 pounds, and I want to keep going. So I'm going to be losing more weight, but I also want to gain strength. So I'm finishing the work that I corrected in 2025. I don't want to get worse. I want to eat better and make better choices when eating. Just like, I have a food plan I do every week, and I just feel like some of the options on there weren't the healthiest. And so even though I was staying strict on not eating all day like I used to, I just wasn't feeling great. So I want to make sure that I'm picking foods that are going to make me feel good inside and out. So we're going to be working on that. And then I also want to feel less heavy. Sometimes I just feel like I'm so heavy and I take up so much space. It's embarrassing when we all have to sit in the car and I'm in my seat. I'm not getting outside my seat, but then someone else is, and I look like the problem because they're smaller than me. I hate that feeling. I hate being in other people's seats. I hate other people being in my seat, but then looking at me is the problem because I'm bigger. So I just want to lose weight so I can feel better, and I want to feel healthier in my body. I also want to make sure I'm consistently working out. Like today, I'm going to do a 30-minute workout on the bike. And I want to make sure each day I'm getting in some steps. Every week, working on either abs or arms. So I'm going to be working on that this year because I want to prioritize my physical appearance. Also the inside, but I think I need to do some more work on the outside. And then I also want to dress like the woman I'm becoming. So no more wearing clothes that I don't like just because they're cheap. I'm a huge Shein shopper just because it's quick, it's easy, it's cheap. But I don't like the shirts that I'm getting from there. Sometimes, like, it's good for, like, this is from Shein, and this is a basic top that I love. So I think I'm going to use Shein for the basics. But I want to branch out into other places so I have a style in mind that I want to create. It's just hard to find it and not pay $60. So I'm going to be working on that this year. I want to look good, feel good every single day, whether I'm in some shorts and a shirt because I'm staying in the house, or I'm dressing nice because I'm going to run some errands. I want to look nice in both sets. So I'm going to be working on that this year. I'm excited to work on that. I'm using Canva for whiteboards, and I take screenshots of the clothes. I put them on there and match things up. So I highly recommend doing that. It's an easy way to match up outfits and see what you like. Another goal for me personally is to pour into my craft. That includes upgrading my content creation. I just got a new tripod, so I'm going to take the time to learn how to use it. It has a bendy rod so I can film overhead now. I want to take priority of the fact that I have 3 different tripods that I can use. Stop being lazy, learn how to use them and use them. I want to create better quality content. I want to create better quality content, no more just quick flashes because I'm nervous. I want to take my time, make sure I'm getting the shot, and if I don't like it, re-record it. So I'm going to be working on that this year. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Make sure I'm working on that. And then I want to update my editing style and my designs. My designs include my profile pictures. I want to take new ones. I want to do something pink. I want to pour into that. I think I want to do professional headshots. So I'm going to try to figure that out. And then I also want to change my thumbnails for YouTube. I need to sit down, take some time and do that. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to sit down and do that tomorrow. And then just my thumbnails, my YouTube design page, TikTok, all that. I want to work on creating designs that represent me and my content. This one is also about hobbies. I want to read more and color more. I want to spend more time on what I enjoy doing. I love reading and I haven't been reading as much. I love coloring and I don't think I've colored in a month. So I want to take time to just sit down and do those things because they bring me joy. And then I just want to relax and make time for what I love. I don't give myself a lot of time to relax besides before I go to bed and I'm scrolling on TikTok. I love consuming on TikTok. My following page is like what I want my life to look like, so I consume that. And limiting how much time I spend on the For You page because it really just like drama and brain rot. So I'm going to be working on that. Next, we have making better eating choices. I kind of briefly talked about that, but I want to eat more of a balanced meal. Like if I'm eating chicken nuggets, okay, let's have some fruit. You don't need fries. Let's, balance it out. I want to feel good about what I'm putting in my body. Every now and then a dessert is fine, and I need to learn to not feel bad about it. Now, if I'm eating dessert every single night, yeah, I should probably feel bad about it because I know I shouldn't be doing that. But every now and then, especially if it's a small, or if I'm eating like one of those Yazo bars that are help, like it's the Greek yogurt, I need to not beat myself up about it. I had one last night and it was actually really good. So definitely gonna be eating it more often, and I need to be more gentle with myself about it. Next, we have eating more fruits and vegetables. I do okay with this some days. I'm not consistent enough to be like I'm good at it, so we're gonna be working on that. And then I want to try new things. I'm a very picky eater growing up, and so as an adult, it literally freaks me out to try new things. But I want to try new things. I want to cook new things. Today, I'm cooking lasagna soup. I have never had. I don't even eat lasagna. I've never had lasagna soup, and I never made it, so I'm very excited to try that out because it's gonna be so exciting. We have 2 more things left that are on my vision board and how I'm planning to grow up. So the first of the last is moving my body intentionally. I want to work out at least 3 times a week, moving my body, strengthening different parts of my body, not only so I can lose weight, but I want to gain some muscle. And then I want to work on different parts of my body. When I was in college, I strictly stayed on arms and legs. I want to work out on my abs, my chest, my back. I want to stretch. So I'm going to be doing all areas this year. And then lastly, there's no plan. This is the plan. Drink more water. Oh my gosh. If I'm not at work or if I wasn't in school feeling a Stanley, I was not drinking water. So today I don't have work or school. So I filled up my Stanley and said, girl, you're going to drink this. And that's how we're getting our water intake, because water bottles don't, like the plastic ones in a cup don't work for me. I need that. So I physically know how much water I'm drinking. That is it for our vision, what's on my vision board, and how I'm planning to glow up and grow up this year. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below one thing on your vision board and how you're working on it. Also, let me know about the travel. I understand I have to grow up. Do you think it's bad that I just don't want to go? Like, I know that the gift is that she's paying for the room, but as someone who's used to her just doing that, and I'm always grateful. I say thank you, and I try to pay her back, but I can never fully pay her back. But do you think it's wrong that I don't go? I think it's very mature of me just to be like, okay, thank you, and then just decide not to go. If she doesn't give me anything for my birthday and Christmas, I don't care anymore. I'm at the point where if I want something, I'm going to get it for myself. So, comment all those things down below. Make sure you subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, besties.